Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A late season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Utah Utes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He believes this team has what it takes to be more consistent. They've been in and out of the top 25 at different times throughout the year, but he wants a more consistent approach. Each guy doing their job at the height of consistency each and every week, each and every practice. He believes they have what it takes to really put it together with a more consistent approach down the stretch. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Utes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The offense changing the play. Here's Reed to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's going to run it. There he goes. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Throwing Reed. Rushes on him. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game for him.
Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad.
Caught, and he's got room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Good timing on the quick out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 20. He lobs one high down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. And the Utes will line up to punt it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the move, it's Owens. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the option. Pulls it on the option. There's a crease. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go. Ready.
The give to the tailback. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They'll give it to Parker. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
second down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. On the run, it's Owens. Turning it on. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Owens. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They feed him again. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Didn't pick up a lot there, but he does get out of bounds, and we are at the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, kill it. 949, rock star. Hawkeye.
Reed. Into the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel the... Maybe some room here. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Upstairs to make the catch. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Parker.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They get to him as he throws. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Reed. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Turns it on in midfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Might be changing the route. Here's Reed to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest taking on the number 19 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Demon Deacons, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Back to pass, it's Gampier. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let...
And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Aggies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utah!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Reed. Got a man. It's Craver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. The quick out. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this offense has really struggled. And the only play they've made is to him out wide. So I understand why they're going back to him, but they've got to find something to get kick-started, to get moving, to get grooving. They've really, really struggled outside of the one play to that receiver out wide.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Reed. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Owens. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
A&M comes back out with another first down.
Kill. 390, Twilight. Now.
On the ground, it's Morrow. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Owens. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Finds his big tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Here's a gift to Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Got a little grass. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying to run, it's Morrow. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up.
Touchdown, Aggie! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. That would have put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.
First of all,